Hello and welcome to my very first video on YouTube, which coincidentally happens to be the first week of the English Premier League. This video will be previewing all the games and giving you my predictions on who's going to win and what the scoreline will be. Let's kick things off with the first game, Liverpool versus Stoke City at Anfield. Liverpool, under the whole transfer saga between Luis Suarez and the club, really, will he go, will he stay? I think that is going to really overshadow the whole game. However, as far as giving you guys a team that's going to win the scoreline, I believe Liverpool will obviously win. It's at Anfield, first game of the season, and they'll win 2-0 over Stoke, who I don't think will really pose a threat that much. Next game is Arsenal versus Aston Villa at the Emirates Stadium. Again, Arsene Wenger and the whole board decide to promise all the fans, we'll spend, we'll go out, we have lots of money, and all that gets broken at the end of the transfer window when no one's really signed. However, I do think that player by player, Arsenal do have a better squad. However, they obviously have to be careful of Christian Benteke up front, and the prediction for this game will be Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 1. The next game features West Albion Bromwich at the Hawthorns versus Southampton. Now, both teams last season had really outstanding seasons. West Albion was in the top half for basically the whole campaign, and Southampton, they really kicked on at the end. They've made a couple of signings, Deje Lovren and Victor Wanyama from Celtic. However, I still think that the game will be very, very close, and that's why I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. The next game is West Ham versus Cardiff. Cardiff, one of the new teams that got promoted. I don't think they have the experience yet. I think they'll stay up. They don't have the experience yet, just of the Premier League. And I think West Ham will just get over the line under Sam Allardyce's, bombing the ball long style of football. They'll win 1-0. The next game between Norwich and Everton. Everton under new management. Roberto Martinez taking over from Moyes. Will they keep Fellaini? Will they keep Baines? Norwich, basically, they had 14 draws last season, and they decided that they need to convert those draws into wins. So they went out and bought Ricky van Wolfskinkel from, sorry about my pronunciation, from Sporting. And they also bought Gary Hooper from Celtic in a way that they wanted to make sure that they could win more games. However, I still think that this game will be a 1-1 draw, and Norwich will have to win later on, get a win later on in the season. The next game is Sunderland versus Fulham. Paolo Di Canio, wow, just decided to override his whole squad, brought in 9, possibly more players at the end of the window. Whereas Fulham, they've made some nice signings. They got Stelkenberg in goal, really, really top quality keeper. They got Berbatov up front. They got Tarat on loan from QPR. His tricks everywhere. And I think Fulham can get their away win, and they'll win 1-0 at Sunderland. Now the next game, this is the big one. This is probably the game of the round. Swansea versus Manchester United at the Liberty Stadium. Now, Laudrup, awesome manager. Michu, what a signing. And they've also improved on the squad by getting Wilfred Boney, a prolific striker who's just banging in goals for fun. Against Manchester United, again, like Liverpool, with Wayne Rooney, will he stay, will he go? They've got Van Persie, Moyes. I think Moyes will have to wait until he gets his first win under Man U, because it'll be a 2-2 draw. And I think watch out for Boney and Michu and Swansea this year. I really think they can really improve on winning the Capital One Cup, and they can do bigger and better things. Next game, Crystal Palace versus Tottenham. Tottenham, will they keep Bale? I think they will. And if they do, well, then this really should be an easy game. And one, if they want to reach top 4, that they should be dominating. And I predict that Spurs will win 3-0. Chelsea at Stamford Bridge versus Hull City, the third team that got promoted, Hull City, under Steve Bruce. But there's no way they're going to be able to compete with Jose and Chelsea, who hear it from me now, ladies and gentlemen. I think Chelsea are the favourites to win the title. I really do. Got a strong squad. All they need is one more striker, because Torres and Barr are a bit iffy. If they get that striker, they can really just run through in the Champions League, definitely the Premier League, and really any competition they want. So I'm going for Chelsea 5, Hull City 0. And the last game of this week, not the season just begun, is Manchester City versus Newcastle United at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City again deciding what they do best. Will splash the cash, buying Fernandinho, Jovetic, Negredo, Jesus Navas, top quality players. In Newcastle, under Pardew. Hopefully, I hope for their sake they don't have a season like they did last year. I want to see them in the top half of the table. However, I think that they will not win this game. Man City are too strong. Pellegrini will get a win, and it'll be Manchester City 3, Newcastle United 1. So those are my tips. You can see on the screen right now that they'll be rolling through one more time. And yeah, I think that'll be the end of the video. And I'll see you guys for the review video at the end of the week. Goodbye.